And we'd like to welcome you back to WRKC tonight, and this is Kody with a K, and we're here today with Brian Orban from Channel 2822, and he has an event coming up pretty soon, and it's a bike race that's benefiting the Alzheimer's Association.
That's right, Kody. Yeah, it all happens on July 27th up at Harvey's Lake. We got a big event coming up. A lot of exciting things happening.
Wonderful. So tell us a little bit about the background of the event in itself and how long you've been running it and how you do it. And
So Ride with the Clown Kid bike race raises money for Alzheimer's awareness and research. It's our third annual, so we're continuing to grow each year. And it all takes place at Harvey's Lake at Grotto Pizza. There are 3 different ways that you can participate. So the first and main way is a bike race, and that's how the event originally started. But this year we're growing to also accommodate walkers and runners as well. Because, a lot of people come to me and they're like, hey, I don't have a bike, but I got 2 legs that work, can I participate that way? I'm like,
Right.
well, yeah, of course, we could get you in. So we have bikers for the first wave. Then there's runners and walkers in the second wave.
Okay.
Now, when the runners go, the walkers immediately follow afterwards. So a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah. So I mentioned that it benefits the Alzheimer's Association and all. So tell us a little bit about that and maybe what inspired you to do the event in the first place.
Yeah, so there's a lot of rich history with this event here. My grandfather unfortunately passed away from Alzheimer's in 2020, and I had kind of this platform that was brewing with my alter ego, or my other persona, the Clown Kid, where people would see me ride around, not just Harvey's Lake, but kind of all over northeastern Pennsylvania, whether it's Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Stroudsburg, everywhere.
Yeah, well, you're everywhere on a bike, so.
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, you love to see it.
They call me the Snedeker of WBRE, I guess you could say, right?
So tell us about what time it is and what day it is and pretty much that.
So again, it's July 27th. It's a Sunday this year, last weekend in July, and the event starts at 10 a.m. So you want to get there early if you're going to be in the bike race, because you want to register at between 10 and 11, because at 11 a.m. we kick off sharp. Promptly at 11. The police are going to shut the road down, so you don't have to worry about getting in the way of traffic. Cars just sort of come up and then they stop. Bikers go out. You go all the way around the lake, and it's a beautiful ride. It really is.
Yeah, and we are aware that there are going to be vendors and food trucks and everything else there as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of vendors. We have craft vendors. As far as food trucks go, we have the ice cream by Chili Charlie. He's really, really good ice cream. He was there last year, too. And Grotto, of course, is open. So if people want to go in and get pizza, anything from their menu, they got really good strombolis up at Grotto. They'll be open as well. We have some, I want to say, carnival-style games where people can play cornhole. We were working on a dunk tank, but those are so hard to secure, so I can't guarantee any promises on that.
Yeah, I know about that, especially from my time in college, that they couldn't control the dunk tanks either, and it would take about 4 or 5 days to get it to dry up and everything, and it's a tough thing to put on, but they do it, I guess. So
well, there's a lot of resources there, and then you got to ask the fire company for water, and then you got to get some bozo to go in it too. I'm not just gonna go in the dunk tank all day.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. And so, has everybody signed up for this event that is in it so far?
We have a lot of pre-registration already. Okay. I have people that text me, they call me, they reach out to me on social media. There's many different ways if you wanted to get involved. A lot of people also just show up the day of, and a lot of times our registration will double from pre-registration just based on those who show up that day.
Okay.
So you might go into the event expecting there to be 20, 30 participants, but it could double, it could triple. It really depends on the weather, on how people are feeling that day, but we are still open, of course, for additional signups.
Okay. So you've been doing this event, I'm aware, for 3 years now. Am I right about that?
Yes, that's correct. This is our third annual.
This is your 3rd year. So, and you also said that this is your last. Am I correct about that?
Unfortunately, I do feel like it is the last. I have a lot of things going on, but kind of on to bigger and better things in life too. But I really would hope that this would continue in the future, especially since it's for the Alzheimer's Association, of course. Basically, if there's volunteers out there that would love to help, not just the day of, but like to help get sponsors, to help get the word out, anything from staking out like political signs with the, of course, not with politics, but political style signs where like we have them out in the street to get people in. If more people are willing to step forward, then I would really consider doing this again next year. But as it's looking, this may be our last year.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now, I'm sure that for the listeners out there and everybody who's tuning into this interview, whether that be on WRKC, whether that be on YouTube or any other platforms that we post this to, I'm sure that if most of you drive around the back mountain or even anywhere down here in the Wyoming Valley, you're going to see signs for this event. How many of those have you put up?
Oh, there's anywhere between 60 to 100. Depends on the political signs on the side of the road. I have the flyers just like this that are out kind of pretty much every business in Harvey's Lake, Luzerne, Dallas, like all up and down the Cross Valley and the Dallas Highway. So a lot of wonderful people too, by the way. When you go around and you have to I almost feel like I'm running for like a campaign or a political office. It's funny because you have to go in and ask people if they're willing to help, if they want to participate, and for the most part, people are really generous. They're like, "Oh yeah, sure, you can put the flyer up, go ahead," or I don't mind if you put the poster outside. It's just great to see the community support that you get from everybody.
Yeah. Now, as opposed to other years, how is attendance and how are participants doing in signing up as opposed to other years?
So I have noticed that as the years go on and the word gets out more, it is a lot easier to sign up participants. The first year I did this was in 2023.
Okay.
And we had probably maybe 25 people. And the next year we had about 40. So this year I'm hoping that we could double or at least grow. I don't want to get my hopes up and set my expectations too high, but I always say as long as we can do better than last year, I think we'll be solid.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I wish I looked at a lot of things that way too, And are there any other final comments that you have regarding this event or any additional information that you want the people out there to know maybe that they haven't already heard?
Well, again, we're looking for people to sign up and we're looking for helpers. An event like this that really helps, not just myself from my recovery of dealing with the loss of my grandfather, and again, also seeing like my grandmother as she, suffers from the same disease, which is very ironic that both of them went, and are going the same way. But the biggest thing that I've learned from this, or something I want people to know, is like you're not alone in this fight. If you see a lot of people out there, or someone like a loved one or a friend that is suffering from Alzheimer's, it's brutal. It hurts. But when you come to an event like this, a lot of times people that go know somebody that was affected by Alzheimer's. So there's beauty in the pain when you're together.
Yeah, my grandmother passed in 2020 from Alzheimer's, and it's a very tough thing to have to see and go through, but at the same time, you always want to be as helpful as you can, and even if they repeat certain things at different times, it's always just something that you have to put up with and kind of just be patient. Patience is a virtue, of course, as you know. And
it's sad. It's just a way of life. When you feel hopeless and you feel like there's nothing you can do to help them, at the end of the day, when you have a fundraising event like this, at least you know that you did the best you could, and hopefully, the money that we raise will be just enough to set some type of research or some kind of development just over the edge enough that, you could help control or maybe even find a cure one day.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to thank you for coming on today, and we're going to cut over to the radio portion right now, which is Kody with a K and the remainder of the songs that we have to run yet. See ya.